So.
Yeah, man. Diet Coke and water and loads of tissues.
Okay, brilliant. That'll keep you going.
Of course. Maybe 20, but I haven't learned how not to dribble.
Okay, great. Okay, so I want to start off by asking you about the Blu-ray interactive commentary that you're doing.
Yes.
Which sounds amazingly exciting.
I'm actually genuinely very, very excited about this. I think it's going to be really fun. And kind of, I'm expecting some completely mad questions. What's happening is basically on, I believe it's December the 12th, and if you own a copy of Harry Potter 6 on Blu-ray DVD and then connect through something called BD Live, which is, I guess, on your... That's dropped an earring. Which is, I guess, on your computer or your television or something. I don't know how it works. Then the whole world kind of synchronised watches the Harry Potter 6 at the same time, and then me and David Yates are watching it in a room somewhere in London and getting questions sent to us about the various scenes as we go through it, which is great, and it's a brilliant idea, and it's... I think Batman did it, but just in America. It's never been done in the whole world, encompassing the globe before. I think it's fantastic, and I'm very, very excited.
No pressure not to be witty and on demand, you know, entertain the world.
It's just gonna happen, isn't it? No, I don't know. It's gonna be. I expect at the very least to be interesting, and if I get as far as wit, then the global public will be thrilled, I imagine.
Okay, I've got two more quick questions for you. How is the atmosphere on set now? It's kind of coming to an end.
It's, you know, it's a mixture of kind of trepidation and sadness and things, but also we've not really got any time to be nostalgic. We're so busy, there's so much to do before we can even think about this coming to an end that that really we haven't really been giving it that much consideration, to be honest.
And how do you keep yourself entertained during, like when you're sitting around on set?
Read, play ping pong, or you just chat to people, you know, because there's always somebody else who's not doing anything.
I've heard about the ping pong tournament.
There's been a tournament? Why wasn't I invited and seeded? If Rupert or Emma are claiming that they are better than me at ping pong, I think my record this year speaks for itself in that I have beaten all of them. I am undefeated by them this year, so I'm not uncompetitive or anything, but, you know, I did beat them, and I just wish they'd own up to it.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Cool.
No,
We're done for with region.
brilliant. Okay, cool. Sorry.
All good? Yep.
Excellent. Okay. So, this DVD that's out, there's going to be a sneaky peek on there of the next 2 films.
Yeah.
Which sounds very exciting. It's going to be a bit of a tantalising glimpse. Are the films going to live up to this?
God, hope so. I mean, I'm really enjoying this. The 7th one. It's going to be a very different Harry Potter film, I think, because it kind of moves away from the usual kind of. Because I think every Harry Potter film kind of starts at the Hogwarts Express, and then we go to the school and stuff. But now we're kind of left Hogwarts, we're kind of on the run and stuff. So it's going to be really cool actually. Yeah.
And oh god, I completely forgot what I was going to say then. What's the atmosphere like on set now? Because obviously we're sitting here on set. Is it slightly different then, would you say, with the final kind of films, knowing that it's kind of coming to an end?
Yeah, kind of. It hasn't really kind of. I haven't really got a sense of that yet. Because I mean, we've still got a long way to go. There's still about a year left. But yeah, I think it's going to be. I mean, definitely the last week. It's going to be really weird because this has kind of been kind of like a second home really for the last. Well, yeah, for half my life. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss it because it's quite an important part of my life as well. And but I think definitely I'm quite keen to kind of move on and kind of do other things. Really, I think kind of 7's enough really.
Are you nervous about kind of life after Potter? Both you and Daniel and Emma really. You've done quite a lot of other projects in between.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of got a taste for it. More kind of the real world. Like, I did another 2 films, kind of low budget things, and it was really fun to do that because it was a very different kind of way of working, and it was a much lower budget, which made quite a big difference. But it was good, a really good experience, and hopefully there'll be more things like that.
So many years on the Harry Potter set. How do you keep yourself amused in between takes?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a really good dressing room, and I've got like table tennis and air hockey and darts and stuff, and we do a lot of that. But yeah, we always have quite a good time on set.
I've heard quite a lot about the ping pong tournament.
Oh really?
Yes. Daniel said he's better than you and Emma.
Really? He actually said that? No, not at all. Emma is probably, I have to say, she's probably the best. But Dan hasn't beaten me for months, so yeah, I'm much better than Dan.
He said it wasn't that he was any good, it was just he was quite arrogant about it when he did win or something like that.
Yeah, he is quite a hard person to play with. He's so good, he takes it so seriously. And you have to really kind of be on guard. But yeah, no, he's good. And he actually breaks all my bats when he loses as well. He's quite aggressive, but
He sounds very temperamental. 2 more questions. Have you ever accidentally broken something on set by accident?
Yeah, definitely. The wands, we've got through so many wands over the years, yeah. But I think on this one I broke the sword, which was
Gryffindor's sword?
yeah, the sword of Gryffindor, yeah.
That destroys many things.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
I
managed
pulled
to
the
break
handle
it.
off. Yeah, it was yeah, a bit embarrassing, but
Brilliant, I like that. I hope that ends up on some kind of outtake somewhere. And finally, because Christmas is coming out when we're running all these interviews, how are you at Christmas present buying? Are you last minute? Are you strategic? Do you buy things online?
yeah, I do that. I buy things online. I find it so much easier. But
But you have to be quite organised doing that because they have to be delivered.
yeah, it always kind of works out actually. But I got quite strange presents. I got my brother a George Foreman grill cleaners. So yeah, I quite like buying quite random things.
So you reckon the internet's probably the best way to do it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Brilliant, thank you very much. That's perfect,
Cool.
everything. You're ripping your
Cheers.
trainer to shreds there.
It's so cold as well.
Okay, lovely. So can I start by getting you to explain where we are?
Yeah, of course. We're in the Room of Requirement, which we saw in the Half-Blood Prince, where Harry and Ginny had their first kiss. This has got a bit of history behind this one, but yeah.
Yeah, excellent. This is a good room to be
Yeah,
interviewing you in. So... Okay, sorry. Can I sit back as well? Okay, sorry. I completely lost my train of thought. So, on the DVD, we're getting a sneaky peek
Yeah.
of Deathly Hallows, which is very exciting. Do you think these final 2 films are going to live up to the amount of excitement?
Yeah, I think there's kind of a massive responsibility for us all to sort of, you know, complete this and tie the knot to this massive story that, you know, people have been watching for forever now, it feels like. But no, I think for all of us, we are very much kind of excited to sort of make this the best. You know, the part 2 of the 7 is going to be this kind of epic, dramatic sort of battle film. So I think yeah, I think anything that we've ever thought of in these films, they're trying to, you know, try and include it somewhere. Just any kind of sentiment or any sort of set or different special effects feature you could get in. I think we want to put it in without being too over the top. But I think there's I think even from the 6th one we could see it coming to an end and sort of, I think obviously the loss of Dumbledore and the loss of Hogwarts as the main structure is what you really. I was telling people when the 6th one came out, I was like, cherish the moments in Hogwarts because we're not going to see it again, really. So you know, I always think the 6th one is almost like the end of the normal Hogwarts era, and the 7th is this other sort of whole another world, really.
I always think of, as it sounds like the first part of Deathly Hallows is a bit like Indiana Jones in the fact that you're all hunting for artifacts.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the last one's Lord of the Rings with the massive battle.
Yeah, could be. That's a good reference. That might work.
So is the atmosphere on set different, knowing that it's kind of coming to an end?
I think so. I mean, even in that, I mean, obviously as we've been filming all of them, we've sort of sometimes been one step ahead. For instance, in Half-Blood Prince, we knew the 7th book had come out, so we sort of knew the destiny of our character, but you do sometimes have to sort of, you know, just block that out in order to be in the moment of the scene. But yeah, it obviously does add a whole other sort of dimension to it when you do know this is the end and this is it. But I guess we're just trying to forget about it. We're trying to forget about the end and just to be in the moment and to gain and to have as much fun with it, really.
Are you thinking life post-Potter? Are you thinking like, am I going to uni? Or?
Yeah, already thinking about that. Post-Potter, I started actually. I'm already I'm already starting on my university course 2 weeks ago. I began, so it's all going really well. I'm studying film and television, but at University of the Arts, so it's more of an art school, sort of film school thing. But it's been so nice just to get back into sort of structure of education and learning and sort of meeting new people. In literally a short space of 2 weeks, you meet hundreds of people at university. So no, it's been really lovely to sort of work in a very different scale of film. I think with here you do get very, this. I mean, sure, for you just being here, it's just a massive machine here, really. And it's been nice to sort of work in, a crew of like 4 of us, doing little tests and just passing ideas between people.
So grassroots, basically.
Yeah.
A few more questions for you. As we're on the set, what do you kind of keep yourself amused when you're not filming with the sitting around bits?
Yeah, there's a lot of waiting around in this industry. I don't know, for me, I've always been I don't know if that annoys people, but I've always been a very inquisitive person. I always kind of walk around when I've got free time and go to I mean, there's so many things that are going on here, besides from filming. There's all the departments that are sort of, creating sets or editing different scenes we've already shot, or kind of, creating creatures on computers, different things. I'm always walking around and looking and seeing what people are doing. But other than that, I guess, up till now, I've always had education to be balancing with, so it's kind of back to school work, really. Which is still going to be the case being at university.
Yeah, and final question: have you ever broken anything on the set?
Oh, probably. I'm sure I have. I'm sure I've broken different. I think so many of the props are so fragile. I've never broken anything with really high value. I think some of us have broken ones sometimes in battles and stuff. They've kind of snapped in half, but nothing too much of value. If so, you could just hide it or fix it yourself, hide it under the table or something.
I've heard that a lot of wands have been casualties.
Yeah, they do. They have these weird sort of bendy ones for stunt ones. In case you're falling on one, it won't sort of punch you or something. It just bends. It's quite cool. But
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's nice to get some like little on-set secrets as
Yeah.
we're sitting here.
Since about midnight last night. No, I'm joking. No. We've been here since about 9 o'clock, so it's fine.
This is quite good. Oh, I didn't quite get to see
This is it.
the cabinet
The
before because
vanishing
I was sitting with my
cabinet.
back to it, and I
This
kept
is
thinking,
it.
It's very exciting,
It
very
is.
appropriate.
Off we go.
Are we all rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So on the DVD,
Yes.
we're getting a sneaky peek
think
of
what-
Deathly
Oh,
Hallows.
yes, I heard this. That excites me. That's amazing. Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you seen any of
No,
it?
no. Are you joking? We're still shooting it now. I can't believe they're doing this. I think it's. I've never even heard of that on a DVD. The idea of releasing some of the footage of the film that's to come. I think that's so exciting, and I for one, I'm going to be queuing up in that DVD line. I want to see it just as much as anyone else does, I think.
Well, to give you some clues, apparently it's a couple of first things that you shot because it was obviously stuff that was in the bag. at the
Yeah,
time,
sure,
so-
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, very cool. I'm excited to see.
Do you think it's going to live up to expectations? Do you think both final films are going to live up to expectations? Both very different, not so Hogwarts based, lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, you're right. It's very, there's always going to be an element of people that are happy and unhappy. It's like reviews. You can't read every review for Harry Potter because there's 1,500, and there's always going to be a few hundred that don't, so you can't pay attention to everyone's opinion. But I think David's got it so spot on with how to create the book into a motion picture that there's no doubt from my level whatsoever that he's going to produce not only the best one in the series, but an absolutely epic picture by itself.
Now, we're all kind of here today because it's our last opportunity to come and visit the set because it's kind of wrapping up.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Except the fact that you guys are still going for a
another
while.
7 months. Yeah.
Does it feel like it's coming to the end?
No, not at all. And even all these questions today saying, what's it like? It's like, it doesn't feel like it's the end to me at all. I've barely started. I've been here for 3 months. I've still got another 8 to go or whatever it is. So, yeah, no, I guess we choose not to think about it as well. We never really talk about it that much. I mean, I've talked with a few cast members, but whenever we bring it up, we neatly bring it back to what we're doing now. We're far too focused on the filming ahead to be start thinking in 5-10 years time.
I'm thinking that there needs to be some kind of rehab thing, as in you guys taken
The
out of
Potter
the world,
rehab clinic.
rehabilitated slowly back into
To
society.
reintroduce yourself back into the big world. Ooh, scary. Yeah, well, hopefully not. You can just see us all sitting there, rocking in our chairs. Madness. No. I feel very grateful actually that I've managed to maintain a very normal life outside of this. still have the same friends that I had before this. They still have no interest in films or filmmaking, which which suits me in the respect that we're just a bunch of normal guys. So yeah, we get on a house on fire.
So how do you keep yourself amused when you're on set? There's a lot of sitting around.
There is. For my downtime, I got a guitar in the trailer. I pretty much kill every other spare minute with that thing. Plenty of friends, plenty of free tea and muffins, all you like. It's a great thing. Yeah, there are plenty of ways to keep yourself entertained.
So you're not in the ping pong tournament?
No, I haven't. I used to actually. For the first 4 years, I was quite on my ping pong. I know Rupert has started off all sorts of other leagues now. Since then, I retired my paddle. But yeah, mate, you're right, mate. You've inspired me to maybe get back in the arena. It's not called an arena, is it? But yeah, get back into Rupert's dressing room and have a little go with him on the ping pong, definitely.
I like the fact that it's in his dressing
I know.
room. Is it a massive
Mate,
dressing room?
You know what? It's huge. Let me just tell you as well, because the reason I used to play ping pong was because it used to be open for the masses, and then all of a sudden, got taken out, stricken into Rupert's dressing room, so we no longer have a ping pong table. No, I'm joking. To be fair, we abuse the privileges of the games room a little too much. So. Lots of lost balls and lots of broken paddles, so yeah, they kind of give up us in the end, I think.
Right, I've got 2 more questions.
Fire
and then
away.
we can finish. So, have you broken anything on set?
Yes. Loads of things, but wands. The main one is the astronomy tower. This is a real detail thing, but in the astronomy tower, there's cherubs that are holding telescopes. And they're not made out of stone as much as they look it. They're made out of polystyrene. So every time you even slightly clip the telescope, snap. And literally every single one have been broken off, all by different people. Alan broke one, I broke one, some of the crew broke another one. It's quite fun.
And final question, because this is coming out at Christmas.
Yeah.
How are you with Christmas present buying? Are you strategic?
Awful. I'm the kind of guy who builds the list, has it all planned. We're gonna go here, here, here. Nothing happens. Christmas Eve, and I'm like, frantically trying to find things online, or I'm not the best, to be fair, but this year I'm going to try and approach it with a slightly more organised fashion. I'll let you know next year how we get on.
I was going to say, famous last words.
It is a little bit. It'll be the same old, I'm sure.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. That's great.
Real
Thing is,
pleasure.
you have to be so organised with online. 'Cause